All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. This one's heading for the sand, I think. Okay, second shot here on the first. Yeah, that'll play. And she's setting up for the sand shot here. Let's check in. And if you can sink this, it's a birdie for you. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the right. Oh, come on. And if she sinks this, she'll go one up on you, and imagine that'll sting a little bit. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Well, she started it out nicely, I think. Nothing wrong with that putt. All right, here is a look at our par putt. All right, moving forward. All right, she's got 2 feet left. Yeah, we'll give her that putt, and we'll head to the next. And after that one, we are all square. And the second hole, we have a par 4. Let's go. Tee shot's looking decent. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. Setting up from around 170 yards. Let's see what she does. Here's their 7-iron. Okay, second shot here on the second. That should do nicely. And she's in the sand here. Let's see how this goes. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. This putt looks like it's going uphill to the right. And she has 13 feet to the cup from here. It looks like a right to left break. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. And it drops. Well done. Way to win that hole. And after that hole, you are one up on your friend. Let's see what happens here on the third hole. Well, I hope for your sake this holds the fairway. All right, just snuck into the first cut here. Well, here she goes. This one looks pretty good. Should be in the fairway. Shouldn't be too awkward out of here, just in the first cut. Okay, this is her second shot. Well, it's going right by the hole. And we'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. All right, I see you've conceded that putt, and we'll lose the hole, but we got more golf to play. Okay, now we go to the fourth. We got a par 3. Well, let's see what you got. And the approach heading to the left. Well, you can't hit them all. And she's in that bunker. Let's see if she can get out. All right, we're getting there. We're almost to the green. Let's do this. And lining this one up for the triple. Okay, your opponent has chosen to concede this hole. We are heading to the next. And after that one, you are one up in the match. And let's see what we can do here on the fifth hole. No good. Alrighty, let's see what she's got here. And as we set up here with the greens below us, might need a little less club. And I don't think you caught enough of the ball here out of the rough. Well, glad you ended up in the fairway after that one. What do I know? Let's see what she'll do here. She's got about 220 to get to that pin. And they're going with the 5-wood. Bunker coming up. Well, she found the beach here. Let's see what happens. Okay, here's our third shot. And here's what she's looking at to save her par. Oh, just slides by. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend. A little bit too firm on that one. Okay, here we go for the bogey. All right, and she's looking at this putt to have the hole. All right, conceding another putt. Let's head on to the next. And that hole will be halved. And we are on the 6th hole now. Looks like this one's safe. Let's see what direction she's going to take on this hole. Okay, this one's about 135 to the pin. She's got 130 yards-ish to the pin. Let's see what she does. Going a bit left of the pin. All right, sink this, and that'll be for birdie. Looks like this putt goes downhill to the right. Oh, this one's looking okay. Continuing to be good. Oh, come on, get in. Oh, yes, that'll go down. Nicely done. Okay, let's pay attention to this one. She's got a very long putt, and I'm interested to see what she does with it. I think this one's going left to right. And after that one, you are 2 up on your friend. Teeing off now on the 7th. Good job. We're on the green. Okay, looks like she's ready to go here. And they've gone with the 6-iron on this one. Well, I'm eager to see how this goes down. Long putt. Let's see how she does. Oh. All right, I have confidence. If you sink this next one, you will win it. This one's going to the left. Oh, too bad. And she's got a 3-footer here. Okay, giving another putt over to your opponent. That's fine. Let's move on. And if you sink this putt, it will take this match to Dormy. And that hole will be halved. Okay, let's see what we can do here on the 8th hole. I'll take that. All right, let's see what she does here. Oh, looking good off the tee. Well, let's see what happens here. This is her second. Okay, this one's around 90 yards out. Nice shot into this green. Good work. This is her look at birdie. This one's breaking left to right. Oh no, it's right by the hole. And if you sink this next putt, you will win the match. Let's do this. This one should start off pretty straight and then turn to the left. All right, your opponent has conceded this putt, and you know what that means.
Again.
We're all done. We're all done here. And congratulations to you, pulling down the win in this match play affair. That's good stuff. And that's gonna do it for us here today. Thank you so much for the round of golf. I had fun. Hopefully you did too. Hello there. It is me, John McCarthy, here to welcome you to PGA Tour
Good game, dude.
2K25. Can't wait to see what goes down here in a bit. We are just playing the back nine today. Let's give it our best. Hope you have a wonderful round on the course today. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Oh, no good. Let's see what you have on the second shot here on the 10th. I think you might be coming up a bit short from the rough here. Well, that's all right. We'll get on the green next time. And here we go. This is his second shot. Hey, I'm liking that one. Nice chip. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. All right, now that you've conceded that putt, we'll head to the next hole. And after that one, your opponent is one up for the match. All right, par 3 for the 11th hole. And they're going with the pitching wedge. Well, looking forward to this hole. This one's heading a little bit to the left. A little wayward on that approach. Here's our second shot on hole number 11. I'll take that. Nicely played. Wouldn't that be nice to save par on this one? Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Starting this one out pretty good. Still on line. Oh, and it doesn't go. Oh, man. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go two up on you. Look out. All right, that putt goes in, and he will win this hole. All right, moving along. And here we are, 12th hole, and we have a par 4. This could roll into the rough, I think. Okay, give this a smash. I'm having that. Okay, second shot here on the 12th. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one. Well, let's see how he does here. He's in the bunker. And from the green side rough. Well judged on that one. Okay, this is what he has left to save the par. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. And from there, not a bad result. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. And you're gaining ground on your friend after that hole. I like seeing that. Okay, a longer par 4 on this hole. Whoops, that's not great. And let's see how he does on this hole. And he's going to roll that into the deep stuff here. This one's out of the rough, but might not be making it to the green. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. And looking short from the sand on this one. Okay, let's get up and on our way from this bunker. This shot's having a bit of fade to it. Okay, out of that bunker onto the green now. That's good stuff. Now, let's try, see what we can do with that long putt. All right, 38 feet to the cup. This one's going hard to the right. Well done from there. Maybe next one will drop. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Looks like he started this one out right. Oh my, it doesn't go down. And about 5 feet to go. And And if he drops this, he'll have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And here comes hole number 14 at us. Looks like sand in her future. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Oops, out of bounds with that one. This is his third shot. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th. Uh-oh, I think this might be short. All right, good amount of distance out of the sand into the fairway. Let's see what he can do here. 110 yards out. Oof, right by with the chip. Will he make it? He's got a long putt, so could go either way. And swinging this out to the left. Oh my! And he's got around 4 feet to go here. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. And as your opponent concedes the putt, you will win this hole. Good job. Where after that hole? Okay, lengthy par 4 ahead of us here. Hopefully this will nestle itself nicely in the fairway. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Ooh, this could be a little troublesome. Needs to hold on to that fairway. Okay, just barely into the first cut here. Not too bad. And from here, we're looking at about 195 yards or so to the pin. Nice stroke. We're on the green. And this should be interesting for him. He's hitting out of the rough. Let's see what happens. Going to the beach. All right, let's see how he deals with this beach. And if he drops this, it'll save par. Yeah, I think this putt's going to break to the right. Almost. All right, drop this and you'll go 1 up on your opponent. Okay, you're 1 up on your friend after that one. Okay, par 5 for this one. This is number 16. We'll take those all day. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. This tee shot should play. Okay, second shot here on the 16th. Well, that's too bad. All right, he's got around 250 yards to the pin from here. Careful of this one, fairway bunker. Not sure what's going to happen here. And from that lie, that'll work just nicely. Okay, he's got this one for birdie. I think this one's going left to right. Oh, almost in there. Okay, drop this and you'll go 2 up on your friend. And this putt's moving to the left and up the hill. Oh, it could be. So far, so good. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And after that hole, you are 2 up on your friend. Okay, par 3, 17th hole. Let's see what you do. All right, let's see what he does on this one. And here's a look at their 5-iron. And just put this one in its home. It's a long way from home, but I have faith. Look at this one breaking pretty hard to the left here. Ooh, easy, Tiger. And if he sinks this, he'll take the hole. It's breaking to the left, I think. Ooh, just missed. 12 feet left to the hole. Little wee break to the right in this one. This putt's going. Okay, well played. And the match is over, and you have won. Finishing the match at 2 up on your opponent. Good work. Congratulations. And with that, I will leave you to your own devices. Thank you for the round, and we'll see you next time. Hello there, and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. My name's John McCarthy. I must admit, I do enjoy a bit of match play. Time to get this going. Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure. Okay, full sand. Let's go.
Good game, bud.
Nice shot. And this will be his second shot. We've got about 2:15 to go from here. And with this approach, you got to be careful with that downslope around the pin. This one could get away from you. Looks like this one's going left. All right, here we go. This one's for birdie. And it looks like this one's going pretty hard right to left. Oh! And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. I think it's breaking to the left. Six-foot putt for him. Okay, here we go. This one for the par. And that putt will go. And everybody's all square after that first hole. All right, let's go. We got a par 4 on the second hole. All right, load up. Let's let this go. Good stuff. Okay, about 170 yards to the pin. Okay, good luck on this one. It's a doozy. Careful here, going downhill and to the right. Well, this one's on a line. Oh, no. I hoped that would go another way. And this putt's going to put him one up. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. Setting this one up about 8 feet out. Oh, sliding by. He's got a 3-footer here. And that putt safely in its home. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. Yeah, your opponent had very little chance of winning this hole, so they're going to let you have that putt. And you're one up for the match after that one. Wind blowing left to right on this one. Come on, kick left. Well, that'll do for now. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Taking this one with the 8-iron. And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match. I think this is going to go right to left. Oh! This one's for his par. Let's see what he does. This one's a 3-foot putt. And that hole will be halved. The wind's picked up here, blowing right to left. Well, let's regroup. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. And second shot here on the fourth. And he might roll this into the rough. All right, and this one just barely makes its way into that second cut of rough. This one's your third. There you go. That's what you want. Okay, here we go. This is what he has left over for the bird. This one looks like it'll break to the right. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend. Oh, just missed that birdie. And now this from 5 feet. All right, you need this putt to drop if you want to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. Got a right to left breeze on this hole. Not sure where this one's going to end up. Could be rough. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. And second shot here on the 5th. Did you get all of it? I think we're coming up short. Okay, nothing like being back on the fairway. Good stuff. And from around 210 yards out, let's see what he does here. Well, he's in the bunker here. Let's see how he deals with it, shall we? Way to chip that one close. Well done. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. Okay, he's going to win the hole with that one. And after that hole, we're all square. All right, par 4 for us on the 6th hole. Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there. And this one is about 90 yards to the pin. And maybe you want to dial a little backspin in here. This is a downslope that could be dangerous around the pin. I'm okay with that. And the chip will drop. This guy's got a feel for the greens, I'll tell you that much. Here we go. This one for birdie. This one's going uphill and to the right. This one's looking decent. All right, got most of the way there. And after that one, your opponent is one up. All right, 7th hole now, and it's a par 4. This one's fairway bound. All right, let's send it. Well, that'll happen. Okay, here's our second shot here on the 7th hole. And I think you might be short out of the sand. Let's see what his second shot looks like. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. Oh my, he almost dropped that chip in there. All right, drop this on in and save your par. This putt's going left to right pretty hard. Yikes, that went right by. And if he sinks this next putt, it's going to go dormy. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Oh, so close. And this is about 4 feet. No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. And if he sinks this next putt, we're going dormy, folks. And that's going to drop, and he will win this hole. And your friend's 2 up on you after that hole. Okay, 8th hole, par 3, baby. And they are going with the 9 iron on this one. Looking forward to see what you do here. Nice. That was the club. And if he sinks this, it'll be for birdie. I think this one will go left to right. Right by. Okay, you've got this to win the hole. I think this one's breaking just a touch to the left. Looking good. So good. That was a fantastic shot. Okay, that was a good hole. Took your friend down a notch. I like it. And on this one, the wind is picked up. It's going left to right. I think this will end up in the fairway. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. All right, let's have a good second shot here on the 9th. And as he sets up, he's around 245 yards out. Can we get a kick left? And that'll do. Grab your putter. And the Canadian in me apologizes to you. If he sinks this next putt, he wins the match. Oh, almost. This one's about 15 feet. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard break, too. Bit long on that one. And sorry to say, but if he sinks this, he wins the match. And after you conceded that putt, we're done on this.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next. Well, this one is over, and you couldn't pull out the win. Your friend will walk away 2 up over you at the end of this one. And with that, I must leave you. I had fun out there with you today. Thanks for a great round. A big hello to you from myself, John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let me tell you, things are fixing to get fun right now. Just the front 9 of this course today. Have a wonderful round out there on the course today. All right, give this a rip. This drive should be safe. And he's coming out of the deep rough here. Going with the 5 wood on this one. This might not be enough out of the rough. And this shot is around 170 yards away. That swing was a little bit off. Don't know what that was. Just a little off on that approach. All right, 3rd shot for him. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. Let's see how he deals with this bunker shot. Okay, out of the green side rough. Let's do this. as he lines this up, this will be for bogey. And that one's in the cup. This one's a 7-footer. All square after the first hole. All right, we got a par 3 on the second hole here. Seven iron on display here. Have a good tee shot. Okay, we're on the green. Let's see what happens here. He's in the bunker. And this putt to go 1 up for the match. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. Great way to bounce back. Nice birdie on this one after that bogey on the last. You're 1 up after that one. Teeing it up on the third. Okay, there we go. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. And he rolls that one into the heavy rough. We are about 140 yards out. That'll do for the approach. Okay, coming out of the second cut. Could be dicey. Let's see what he does. You'll be 2 up on the match if you sink this putt. Oh, that was almost in. And this putt will be for his par. I think this one's going left to right. And that will do it for him on this hole. Secured his par. And if you sink this, you'll be all square with your friend on the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Let's see what happens here on hole number 4. Oh, don't worry about it. All right, let's see how he does. And here's our second shot on the fourth. Setting up here 145 yards away. And from 27 feet out, this putt's going down the slope, breaking right to left. Back to all square if they sink this putt. And I think this one's breaking to the left. All right, he gets it to go, and that will win the hole. And after that one, we're all square. And now we saunter onto the tee of the par 4 fifth hole. Okay, let's send it. Tee shot's looking fairway bound. And let's see what he does here. He's got around 245 yards to go. Okay, we're about 205 to the pin from here. Left, heading left. Approach shot worked out just fine. All right, let's see what happens. This is his third shot. And this putt drops, you can go one up. Oof, careful with this. It's downhill, breaking to the right. Oh, this one's starting out okay. Looking very good. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. And after that hole, you are one up on your friend. All right. 5. I've seen you swing better. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. Here's our second shot on this 6th hole. Might not be enough from the rough. And now he's looking at 200 yards or so to the pin. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. All right, let's putt. Okay, we'll be all square if they should sink this. This one seems to be tilting left to right. Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. Not a bad result from that distance. Here we go. Drop this and save that par. And just a slight little break in this one to the left, I think. And down it goes. Well done on the putt. All right, he needs this to go if he wants to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. And the 7th hole is upon us. Oh man, heading to the bunker. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. And here's a look at their hybrid. And here's our second shot on the 7th. Good job out of the sand. Well done. All right, if you sink this, you can take this Dormy. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. Oh, right by. This is a 9-foot putt. And this one's, I think, going left to right. And that will be for bogey. And you got to get this one in if you want to have the hole. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. And that hole's halved. We've got a long par 4 staring us down on this one. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. Well, that one's goodbye. Okay, setting up here with an elevated green ahead. Well, that's too bad. Pretty sure you weren't planning on that. It's okay. Okay, let's see what happens. This is his third. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. Oh, I wish that went for you. He's got this one way out to the right. Let's see if it comes back. All right, put that ball in its home and you win the match. Let's do it. This one starts off pretty straight, then goes to the right. It's getting there. And I was there every step of the way watching this one unfold. You came out victorious at the end of this one, as I knew you would. Great work out there. All right, that's just about it for me. Hopefully we'll see you back here real soon. See you next time. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. I got good vibes about the day. I think we got good things ahead. Par 4, first hole as we start our day today. Let's start this off in style. Put that one right up the middle. What do you say? He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. He has a chance of winding up in the rough here. All right, that rolls into the second cut. And setting up around 215 yards out. That green slopes away from us a little bit. Got to be careful we don't go too far. This one's going left. Well, looks like you're a bit off on that approach. Okay, we've found your friend here in the deep rough. Let's see how he does. Well, not the purest of strokes. Let's see how this shapes up. This is his third shot. Oh my word, that almost dropped in the bucket. And here we go. This is his par putt. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh, it's going right by. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Just a little too much pace on that one. This one's from around 9 feet. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. Off to a great start here. You're one up after the first hole of this match. And a par 4 coming up here on the 11th. Oh, this should be in the fairway. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. Not sure where this one's going to end up. All right, here he comes out of the deep rough. Let's see how he deals with it. Okay, about, I'd say 185 or so to the pin from here. Come on, bounce to the right. Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. He's in the deep stuff here. He's buried in there. Let's see how he does. I don't know if this one has enough from the rough. And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match. And that is a longer putt that we've had conceded here on this hole. So let's get out of here. Go to the next hole, see what we can do. Okay, here we go. 12th hole, par 5. Let's pop a nice one out there. Good job. And let's see how he does on this hole. This could be heading for the rough. Ooh, and your friend's in the bunker here. Let's see what happens. Well, let's see if he's been practicing his sand game here. Let's see. And we are in the deep stuff currently. Let's get out of here now. Might be going a little too far here. That's going to miss the green. Unfortunate. Well, this should be fun for him, hitting out of the beach and all. Oh my goodness, I'd almost dropped. Oh, that's just pretty. Chipping it in there for the par. Well done. And that'll do. And that hole will be halved. And teeing this one up on hole number 13. Well, you're on the green. I can't ask for more than that. Okay, let's ask for more. I would have been nice if you were a little bit closer. All right, let's see what he does on this one. Here is their 5-wood. Okay, he's setting up his second shot here. All right, this putt to go 3 up on your opponent. We got a downhill putt here, going right to left as well. And here he goes, putting for par here. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Drop this putt, and you'll go 3 up. Ooh. 5 feet to the cup from here. A bit too much power into that putt. Here we go for the double bogey. And he needs this to win the hole. Okay, unfortunately, we didn't win this hole. You had to give that putt to your opponent, which is fine. We're moving on. And the 14th hole is next. This one is a par 4. All right, let her fly. Let's see it. Oh yeah, I'll approve that. And this is about 170 yards to the pin. And he's trying to get out of this deep rough. Let's see how this goes. I think this one's coming up short from the rough. Yeah, if you sink this, you could save par. And this one's just slightly going to the right. Oh. And they'll take this all square if they can sink this. And after you conceded that one, we'll head to the next hole. And after that hole, we're all square. And now the par 4, 15th. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. Yep, that's going to do. Setting up here about 190 yards or so to the pin. Safely on the green. All right, here we go. He's got a long putt to deal with. Let's see what happens. Starting this way out to the right. Let's watch it. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. This one's breaking pretty hard to the right. Just a little too much power. This putt is just around 12 feet. Just a little bit aggressive there. And hopefully we can make this for bogey. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. All right, we're moving to the next hole. Now that you've conceded the putt, your opponent will win this hole. But we got another chance on the next one. Next up is the 16th hole. This one's a par 3. Okay, let's see what you got here. This one may end up in the rough. Not sure, though. Oh, that's no fun. We wound up in the deep stuff. Alrighty, second shot on the 16th. All right, let's do it. This to save par. Oh. And if this next putt drops, you'll go 2 up. And that's what's going a bit to the right. Looks like he's put it on a good line. Okay, not a bad effort from that distance. And 10-footer from here. And this one looks like it's going just a touch to the left. And that was a good putt. And he's looking at this putt here to have the hole. Okay, we'll concede another putt here today and move on. And that hole will be halved. Okay, par 4 on this one, number 17. Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say? And here's our second shot on the 17th. All right, this is his third shot. Oh. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. I think this goes downhill to the right. And here we go with the par putt. All right, and if he sinks this next putt, we go Dormy. And the putt goes down. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Here we go. We've made it to 18, and this is a par 5. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. Nothing wrong with that. He's definitely into the second cut here. Let's see how he does. He might end up in the rough on this one. Let's see. All right, he's rolled into the heavy rough. Okay, about 215 yards or so to the pin. And we're going right of the pin. And he's hitting out of the deep stuff here. We've got this putt to win the hole. This putt's moving to the left up the hill. Well, this one's looking good so far. Continuing. Oh, yes, that'll go down. Nicely done. Okay, this match will be decided on this one final playoff hole, one way or another. If you end up having this hole, then we'll give the win to whoever's closest to the pin off the tee. Okay, we need to lay on the pressure here, so let's get this as close to the pin as we can. Come on, bounce to the right for us. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. All right, the playoff tee shots are done. You ended up closest to the pin, and that's going to be a bit of an advantage. All right, just roll this one in for the playoff win. This one's got a pretty steep left to right break. Okay, this is a very long putt for him. Ooh, almost. He's got 3 feet to go.
Rage quit.
Hello there, my name's John McCarthy, and I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait can't wait for the golf. I can't stress that enough. I'm very excited about the golf today. Now, what is going to go down here today? We have match play just about to kick off. Okay, let's get going. All right, we'll take that. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does.
Again, buddy.
Looks like this one's in the fairway. Okay, you've got about 220 yards to go. And he's looking at around 220 from here. Ooh, and that one couldn't hold on to the fairway, just barely in that first cut. Oh, right, but just missed the hole. Here we go, birdie putt coming up. I think we got a left to right break here. Oh, birdie putt as well. That could have been good. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. And after that first hole, tough break, you're 1 down. And the 11th hole of this one is a par 4. All right, let's send this ball away. Oh, we might need a little less club on this one. That green's below us. Ooh, might not be enough. And here he goes, coming out of the deep stuff on this one. Well, he's nowhere near the pin, but he's on the green. And this guy's way out there. Look at this. Look at where he's setting this putt up. Can you even see the hole from here? All right, and you have left yourself an extremely long putt. Best of luck. And this one looks like it's going uphill and to the right. Oh, look at this thing. Liking how it's turning out. Oh, come on. Oh, and it doesn't go down. No. And a 5-foot putt for him. And just a little tap here needed. All right, with the tap in. And that hole will be halved. Okay, we're now on the 12th. We got a par 3 coming up. They've gone with the 7 iron. All right, let's go. Okay, see, you've made the green. That's good. You got a pretty big putt, though. Here we go. Birdie putt. This one's just breaking hard to the left. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Okay, 25-footer to go. This one's going up the hill and to the left. Looks like he got a line on this. Oh, just missed the par. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. Okay, we're going to concede that putt to him and head to the next. Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 4. Let's go. Okay, let's smash this one out there. Well done. This shot's about 75 yards to the pin. And here we go with his second shot. Oh, the chip goes right by there. And if this drops, he can go to 3 up. I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, that was close. Okay, here's a 4-foot putt for us. And your opponent's going to concede that putt. We're going to head to the next hole. And if this next putt drops, he's going to go 3 up. And after that hole, your opponent is up by 3. All right, the par 4 14th is next. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there. Ooh, this could be trouble. Needs to hold on to the fairway. All right, we hung on to the fairway there. This is about 160 to the pin. Well, unfortunately, we missed the green here. And if this next putt drops, he will go to 4 up. I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. And here we go. He's putting for the par. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Ooh. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. He's got about a 3-footer here. Okay, giving another putt to your opponent. Let's move on. And that hole will be halved. Okay, on to number 15. This one's a par 4. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. That's not going to be good. And this course is getting the better of you, I think, at the moment. 3 bogeys in a row, but I still have much confidence in you. And your approach is heading right of the pin. And this is a very long putt for him. Let's see what he does. It looks like a right to left break. Ooh, he almost drops it in there with the chip. Okay, you need this to win the hole. This one's going left to right pretty hard. Looking good so far? Ooh, almost drained that one for the birdie. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. All right, he can pick that up. We can go to the next hole. And this next putt for par. All right, what a gift your friend has given us, conceding that tiny little putt. I'll take it though. And now the par 3, 16th. Five iron on display for this one. Oh, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. This approach is heading left. And here's our second shot on the 16th. All right, this is it. If he sinks this, you're done. Yeah, looks like he's put on a good line here. This one's still on track. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy. It is my great, distinct pleasure to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. This is gonna get good. We're playing alternate shot today, which is fun. I enjoy it because I can play around a golf, but I only really have to hit half the shots. So I do enjoy that. Let's go. Hopefully you have a good round.
Mayweather walked into the McDonald's. The man who can win this fight. He's a fighter. He fights. Why you always all on my back? Why you gotta do me like that?
Hello and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John, and just half a round of golf today, playing the back nine. All right, let's get into it. Well, that's too bad. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. And hopefully he can deal with a little sand shot here. Okay, third shot. Yeah, something was amiss on that swing, I think. And that will wind up still in the rough. And this shot is clocking in around 115 yards from the pin. Well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green. Ooh, he almost got that one to go. And this putt's going to put him one up. I think this one's going left to right. All right, your teammate voted to not concede the putt. All right, now let's sink this one on in there. Get the double bogey. He's got 4 feet to the cup from here. Well, it looks like your teammate did not agree to concede that one. Let's see what we can do on the second hole. First hole is kind of a wash. We don't need to remember that. And here we go. We're on hole number 11, and we got a par 4. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. And this one's about 210 from the pin. And he's coming out of the deep rough here. This one's coming out of the rough. Might not have enough on it. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. And as he sets this one up, he's got some ground to cover, that's for sure. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Okay, positive thoughts. Let's save par right here. Ouch, right by the hole. And now this putt from 6 feet. And he's lining up this bogey putt. All right, that putt will go. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. We head to the 12th hole now. We got a par 3. And let's see what you do off the tee here. All right, here he goes, embarking on a very long journey to the hole. It's breaking to the left, I think. Nothing wrong with that putt. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. I think he's on the right track here. Yeah, it's still looking good. Oh, and he gets it to go. And the 13th hole is before us. This one's a par 4. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. All right, this shot's around 165 yards from the pin. Going with the 9-iron. And this one just dipping its toe in the first cut. Okay, coming out of the rough here. Got a little fetched up out of the rough here. Not sure it's going to make it. Yeah, we'll take that. This is his third shot.